Hello? Hello? Kathleen?
What happened to the sound?
Oh, well, hey, this is Hallow-Zoom and anything can happen.
Anything could happen. Hey, where's your
Okay,
map?
cross your fingers. Hi, welcome.
Welcome to the first annual Hallow-Zoom!
Yeah.
Chris, it's really great to be with you today. Where's your map? Wait, I guess we don't probably need him. We're on Zoom, huh? Everybody want to smell my COVID?
Things have gone better for me previous to March. It's about the best COVID look I've had.
Hey, wait.
Good. All right, so here we are. We're excited to have you. We're excited with the guests that we have. Kathleen and I are going to do our best to stay out in front of this, and we have no idea what this Zoom thing is going to do. If you haven't been on Zoom yet, then you also know you don't know what Zoom is going to do. So,
or where we're going to go.
Hopefully, we're going to go to the end of this hour and a half.
We might take a little trip around the world.
Oh, well, don't say that. Zoom has control over everything.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, good. Well, shall we get started?
I think we should get started. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Good. It's my great pleasure to introduce Kathleen Hollingsworth.
Hi, everybody. This is my good friend, Chris Whitten.
Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. Good to be seen. We're excited to be here. Not as excited as our first guest, as a matter of fact. We're excited that he's here to scream out his art. And if you would be so kind as to put your hands together and welcome to Hallow-Zoom, Mr. Charles Weber. Charles. Anybody find Charles?
Charles.
It's just
Anybody
the
Charles?
unmuted.
Charles.
Am I
Charles?
unmuted? Can you hear me?
Yay!
Hello, folks. I would just like to perform something. There is a scary theme here. Unfortunately, this is not a very scary piece of music, but the title is a little scary. It's called "The Car Came Out of Nowhere."
Woo!
Yeah!
everybody give it up for Chris Webber.
Keep it coming for Charles Weber. It's Charles. Charles. Did you? Charles. Good God.
You sounded great, even in this crawl space.
Wow, this is really tight.
Chris, couldn't you clean this up before we came over here? Look at the freaking spider webs. What is this?
I didn't know we were going to be here. Nobody
Dude,
told me.
Like there's spiders and stuff. What's going on?
Well, there's always spiders in crawl spaces. So,
dude, we're in the bowels of your house. This is really gross.
Well, it could be grosser. We could go out to the septic tank.
How about we make it a little funny right now? How about a joke? Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What do owls say when they go trick-or-treating?
I don't know. What do owls say when they go trick-or-treating?
Happy Halloween!
Yay! Very good. Good. Oh, that was beautiful. That joke was just absolutely beautiful.
Whoops.
Okay.
Oh no, my green screen.
That's all right. Speaking of beautiful.
Speaking of beautiful.
Who's next?
Our next performer
I think so.
is on faculty here.
Oh, good.
Isn't this exciting? I'm so glad that we've got a couple faculty members and staff members here to perform for us.
Good.
So without further ado, would everybody please give a warm CCC welcome to Maria Sorrentino. Give it up, everybody.
Yay! Maria? Maria? Maria?
And now the end is here, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. My friends, my life is now another place without exemption. I've lived a life that's full and, may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. For what is a woman? What has she got? If not herself, then she has not to say the words she truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Yeah!
Yeah! Right, yeah.
Everybody put out a big hollow scream for Maria in the house.
Yay! And her tribute to the notorious RBG.
So good. Thank you, Maria.
Where are we?
It's time for a joke.
Oh,
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
What kind of desserts do ghosts like?
What kind of desserts do ghosts like?
Ice cream!
Ah, 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 ah. You know what a ghost's favorite fruit is?
What?
Blueberries.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've heard.
I like blueberries. I like blueberries better though. All right, everybody, there's a little donation, poster here for you. If you want to give money to the foundation and make a donation, we certainly would appreciate it over here. Things are looking kind of gray and ghastly back here. We need a little color in the house. Send some money. If you make a donation, we will say thank you live.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now
Thank you.
we have something very different. We've got some visual art. We have got, hang on, our visual artist in the house. Would you please give it up for Gray Ross?
Yeah, Gray Ross. Great.
Everything working all right?
Great. There.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few examples of what I've been working on lately. Namely my webcomic. I've been working on it since I developed it since September 2015, and then I published it online in August 2016, and I've been posting it on a every other Saturday schedule ever since then, and it's still going on, probably for 20 more years to come. The process of how I do this, basically, if it's not too glary, then this is like the sketch page, because I usually sketch out the roughs and the thumbnails in my sketchbook here. Then I upload the file onto my computer here, if it will let me screen share. Now, I only have 3.5 minutes to do this, or 4 minutes, so I'm not going to go on too long, but basically, pretend that we have the page right here. What I will go is I will then, outline everything, color it, so on and so forth, and then I will schedule it onto the website, which you can find at tapaslikthefood.io, series White Streak. This is the sketch page that I published on June this year that you just saw. Just as a general content warning, I do personally rate it, as you can see here, as a PG-13 due to references to like mental health and occasional strong language. Just so you all know going in on that. And since I have been posting this for, since the past 4 years or so, there's a big art shift, and this is going to hurt me to look at, but I'm going to show you what I first started with. This hurts me so much to look at, and I'm sorry to subject you to it. But the most recent page was back here.
Hey,
as you
Craig.
Yeah?
We're seeing your program.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. It's not being nice to me.
It's never nice to me either.
I'm gonna... All right, let's try that again. All right, here's the most recent page. As as you can see here, from a couple weeks ago. And then the first page that I ever posted back in August 2016. I'm sweating so much. This it's old art. I don't like looking at old art. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is what the first pages look like. Right there versus, again, just a couple weeks ago. I will give you a sneak peek of the page coming up in 2 days. I don't know, hopefully you'll like it. Harrison, I told you I have siblings here. The plot synopsis is about this guy here with the curly brown hair. His name is Chad Kadian, and he kind of has a sort of accident happen in his life, and then he thinks, you know what's the best way to deal with this? Becoming a vigilante. But this is supposed to be set in the real world, meaning he is just a local idiot with a limited budget, kind of going off on a hamstring sandwich. It's get ready for some shenanigans, I guess. And he kind of gets scathed pretty harshly through it, if I'll be so honest myself. But if you're interested in that kind of story, look right there. And I'm done.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell it? Did you want people to go to your website?
May I share the link in the
Please
chat?
do. Yeah, I couldn't catch it in time. So if you put it there, people can check it out.
Right there.
Hey.
We won't be able to see that in the chat. Most people won't be able to see that in the chat. So if you post that in the chat, I'll share it with the audience sometime during the show.
Are we back?
Are we back?
We're back.
Are we back?
Hey,
Are we back?
Chris, where have you taken us today?
Well, this is the only real monster that I've ever touched.
Really?
We're at Fenway Park, actually. So this is kind of the cool thing about Zoom is we can go anywhere.
So I'm. Can you fill me in?
Yeah. What? Have you ever played baseball?
So I was like one of those kids in elementary school that I was always last to get picked for everything.
Oh, is that why?
Hey,
Is that what,
I've been through therapy. It's fine. I'm good.
yeah, I know.
I
Me
just was
too, which
bringing
is
it up
why
in
I've
public,
actually
Chris. I
focused.
just didn't want to talk about this today. How could you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kathleen. I'm sorry. I also was picked last for the baseball team, which is why I dedicated my life to the arts. I hope maybe you did the same thing. Yeah, okay. Knocked it out of the park, home run, on the same base, touch, yeah, whatever. Okay.
Wait, can we tell a joke before we go on to the next one?
You can do, yeah, sure, tell a joke.
I've been up for like nights just writing these jokes. It's taken me a long time. I really want to make sure people appreciate my art right now. Okay.
Congratulations. Can you put it to a little music?
What do birds say on Halloween, Chris?
I don't know. What do birds say on Halloween?
Trick or treat!
Speaking of birds or trick-or-treating or green monsters, this next artist actually is bringing us a little magic of his own, and you'll understand why. If you please welcome to the screen, Mr. Joe Milsark. Joe!
Woo!
Coming around second base, Joe Milsark.
1 second.
Tagging up to third base, Joe Milsark. Oops, tripped and fell. Stand back up, Joe Milsark. Ah, Zoom, isn't this this is miraculously special. Jennifer, you can sing a song for us. Here we go. Was that it? That can't be it. Kathleen, you're back. Kathleen.
We're having a little technical difficulty. It'll be tell one more joke and then we'll be ready.
Okay. Jennifer Jett's gonna sing a song.
You're muted. It's the 2020 motto. You're muted. Okay.
I'm not
Ready?
muted. Am I muted?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. I'm not muted.
I
Unless
can hear
somebody's
you.
muted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
That's
me?
all. Yeah. Can you see me? I can see you.
See. How to Halloween? What Halloween candy is never on time for the party?
What Halloween candy is never on time for the party?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Hey, this one's actually an authentic one. My dad taught me this, and he'll tell it to the day he dies. You know how many people are dead in that cemetery?
How many people are dead in that cemetery?
All of them.
Ah! Ah! Oh, here we
Ladies and
go.
gentlemen, Joseph Millsark in the house.
Zoom open mic night. I thought I'd perform one of my favorite Halloween songs. I'll be performing for y'all Witchy Woman by the Eagles, originally written by Don Henley and Bernie Ledden. Released in 1972 on the Eagles' self-entitled debut album. If you know it, feel free to sing along. happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween to you, Joseph. Nice job. Everybody give it up for Joseph Millsark in the house. Woo! Witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. That's one of my favorite songs. Hey, Chris, where are we now? You're muted.
I'll start again. Yay, Joe Milzark. Wow. Hey, Zoom. Who knew? Where'd you get that look? Kathleen, where'd you get it?
Well, just, I would wear this to class if I could get away with it every day, but I don't know. I want my students to pay attention and not just be laughing.
You look like you might be in the theater.
That's exactly that's exactly why I got the thing going on here. Yeah. How's it going, Chris? How are you doing?
Good.
I like being
I'm having a blast. How are you doing?
I'm having a ball.
This is great. We should have done this last year.
We totally should have done this. Now we're going to do it every year, even if the COVID goes away.
We're going to do it next year, even without the COVID.
Totally without the COVID, unless we have the COVID, which is really scary. We might still have the COVID. I don't know.
Hey, because we're in the theater.
Yeah.
It's the Osterman behind. Oh, here we are. We're not supposed to be on campus without permission. So don't tell Zoom we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Don't tell Tim.
Don't tell Tim. Yeah. But as long as we're here, let's talk about the, just to remind us that we're doing a Hallow-Zoom fundraiser if you want to support us artistically.
I do. I'm going to make a donation.
Okay. I lost you for a second. I thought, why is the...
No, I was just thinking about making a donation, and then I just got, I'm going to make a donation.
You have to stop thinking things because Zoom sometimes just takes those things into reality.
What are we going to do with the money?
Okay. Well, there's the website. So if you want to
I need
support
more.
a student,
I could use some more costumes. Could we use some more of this money for costumes?
We could.
Because I'm really running low. COVID is just giving me so many reasons to actually dress up.
Well, someday I hope we're going to need costumes again in the theater.
I never thought I'd say this, Chris, but you're wearing more makeup than I've worn in the last 6 months right now.
Makeup? What makeup?
Wait, should we have a joke or should we go to our next performer?
Let's do a joke and then we'll go to the next group of performers from the theater department, which is why we're in the theater.
Okay.
I think. I'm guessing.
Since we're talking about makeup, what do witches put on to go trick-or-treating?
Shoes.
Mascara!
Oh, excellent. Way to go. That was a good one.
Thank you.
And this next piece of art is a good one too. Students have been working on this already this term, and I want to introduce you to Rosemary Corneliuson and Morgan Rash. Sorry to hear about that, Morgan. Naomi Fleck and Grace Hoffman and Elizabeth Tran. So enjoy this piece from the theater.
The winter nights up at Sault Ste. Marie are as white and luminous as the Milky Way. The silence which rests upon the solitude appears to be white also. Even sound has been included in nature's arrestment. For indeed, save the still white frost, all things seem to be obliterated. The stars have a poignant brightness, but they belong to heaven and not to earth. And between their immeasurable height and the still ice rolls the ebon ether in vast liquid billows.
In such a place, it is difficult to believe that the world is actually peopled. It seems as if it might be the dark of the day after Cain killed Abel, and as if all humanity's remainder was huddled in affright away from the awful spaciousness of creation.
The night Ralph Hagedorn started out for Echo Bay, bent on a pleasant duty, he laughed to himself and said that he did not at all object to being the only man in the world, so long as the world remained as unspeakably beautiful as it was the night when he buckled on his skates and shot away into the solitude. He was bent on reaching his best friend in time to act as groomsman, and business had delayed him till time was at its briefest. So he journeyed by night, and he journeyed alone. And when the tang of the frost got at his blood, he felt as a spirited horse feels when it is free of bit and bridle. The ice was as glass, his skates were keen, his frame fit, and his venture to his taste. So he laughed and cut through the air as a sharp stone cleaves the water. He could hear the whistling of the air as he cleft it. As he went on in the black stillness, he began to have fancies. He imagined himself enormously tall, a great Viking of the Northland, hastening over icy fjords to his love.
And that reminded him that he had a love, though indeed that thought was always present with him as a background for other thoughts. To be sure, he had not yet told her she was his love, for he had seen her only a few times, and the auspicious occasion had not yet presented itself. She lived at Echo Bay also, and was to be the maid of honor to his best friend's bride, which was one reason why he skated almost as swiftly as the wind, and why, now and then, he let out a shout of exultation.
The one cloud that crossed Hagedorn's sun of expectancy was the knowledge that Marie Beaujeu's father had money, and that Marie lived in a house with 2 stories to it, and wore otterskin about her throat and little satin-lined mink boots on her feet when she went sledding. Moreover, in the locket in which she treasured a bit of her dead mother's hair was a black pearl, as big as a pea. These things made it difficult, perhaps impossible, for Ralph Hagedorn to say more than, "I love you." But that much he meant to say, though he was scourged with chagrin for his temerity.
This determination grew upon him as he swept along the ice under the starlight. Venus had made a glowing path toward the west and seemed eager to reassure him. He was sorry he could not skim down that avenue of light which flowed from the love star, but he was forced to turn his back upon it and face the black northeast.
It came to him as a shock that he was not alone. His eyelashes were frosted and his eyeballs blurred, so at first he thought it might be an illusion. But after he rubbed his eyes hard, he made sure that not very far in front of him stood a long white figure in long fluttering garments that sped over the ice as fast as Werewolf went.
He called aloud, but there was no answer. He cupped his hands and trumpeted through them. But the silence was as before. It was complete. So then he made chase, setting his teeth hard and putting a tension on his firm young muscles. After a time, as he glanced at the cold gleam of the North Star, he perceived that he was being led from his direct path. For a moment, he hesitated, wondering if he would not better keep to his road. But his weird companion seemed to draw him on irresistibly, and finding it sweet to follow, he followed.
Of course it came to him more than once in that strange pursuit that the white skater was no earthly guide. Up in those latitudes, men see curious things when the hoarfrost is on the earth. Hagedorn's own father, to hark no further than that for an instance, who lived up there with the Lake Superior Indians and worked in the copper mines, had welcomed a woman at his hut one bitter night who was gone by morning, leaving wolf tracks in the snow. Yes, it was so, and John Fontenelle could tell you about it any day. if he were alive. Alack, the snow where the wolf tracks were is melted now.
Well, Hagedorn followed the white skater all the night, and when the ice flushed pink at dawn and the arrows of lovely light shot up into the cold heavens, she was gone, and Hagedorn was at his destination. The sun climbed arrogantly up to his place above all other things, and as Hagedorn took off his skates and glanced carelessly lakeward, he beheld a great wind rift in the ice, and waves showing blue and hungry between white fields. Had he rushed along his intended path, watching the stars to guide him, his glance turned upward, all his body at magnificent momentum, he must have certainly gone into that cold grave.
How wonderful that it had been sweet to follow the skated figure, and that he followed.
His heart beat hard as he hurried to his friend's house, but he found no wedding furor. His friend met him as men meet in houses of mourning.
Is this your wedding face? Cried Hagedorn. Why, man, starved as I am, I look more like a bridegroom than you do.
There's no wedding today.
No wedding? Why, you're not...
Marie Beaujeu died last night.
Marie?
Died last night. She'd been skating in the afternoon and came home chilled and wandering in the mind as if the frost had got in it somehow. She grew worse and worse, and all the time she talked of you.
Of me?
We wondered what it meant. None of us knew you were lovers.
I didn't know it myself. More's the pity. At least I didn't know that
She said you were on the ice, and that you didn't know about the great breaking up. She cried to us that the wind was offshore and the rift widening. She cried over and over that you could come in by the old French creek if only you knew.
I came in that way.
But how did you come to do that? It's off the path. We thought perhaps...
Hagedorn broke in with his story and told him all as it had come to pass.
That day they watched beside the maiden who lay with tapers at her head and at her feet. And in the little church, the bride who may have been at her wedding said prayers for her friend. They buried Marie Beaujeu in her bridesmaid white, and Hagedorn was before the altar with her, as he had intended from the first.
Then at midnight, the lovers who were to be wed whispered their vows in the gloom of a cold church, and walked together through the snow to lay their bridal wreaths upon a grave.
3 nights later, Hagedorn skated back again to his home.
They wanted him to go by sunlight, but he had his way, and went when Venus made her bright path along the ice.
The truth was, he had hoped for the companionship of the white skater. But he did not have it. His only companion was the wind. The only voice he heard was the baying of a wolf on the north shore. The world looked as white and as empty as if God had just created it, and the sun had not yet colored, nor man defiled it.
Yay! Another hand for the theater students. Oh, it would be really cold if it wasn't for this fire.
Whoops.
Where'd you go?
I'm on Mount Hood.
Oh, so am I.
Want to take some runs with me? Dude, it's so epic right now. The shredding is gnar. So
I'm not very fond of the runs. Just me.
I love them. I live for the runs. These ones right here. Wait, these ones right here. This is the Palmer Snow. Wait. This is the Palmer Snowfield. And this is the top of the mountain. Come on, Chris. You got this.
Sometimes I get bored with the snowing. Okay, I got a joke.
Go.
What is the only subject they teach at witches' school?
Oh, I know this one. Wait, I know this one. Spelling.
Yeah! Good, very good.
Thank you. Thank you. I get a point.
Who's next?
We've got some really great visual art coming up right now, and I think we have some paintings. Is that right? I want to
Yes, that would be me.
Liz,
Yay!
say your last name so I don't get it wrong.
Ornelas?
Everybody give it up for Luz Ornelas, please.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm going to read my artist statement first, and then I'll show you guys my painting. Okay, so, hello everybody. My name's Luz Ornelas Cruz. I'm fresh out of high school, so this is my first year in college. And my painting is of a sunflower. These flowers represent longevity and loyalty. I especially like this flower because they are an August flower, and since August is my birth month, I find it more endearing. The sunflower's Latin name is Helianthus. It's a combination of Greek words. Helios means sun and anthus means flower. There's a Greek story that I find intriguing. It is about a Greek named Clyte who falls in love with the sun god Apollo. And however, she loves him a lot, but it's just like a one-sided love. And he never did like spare her another glance because he's in love with another. So as time passes and Clyte understands that he would never love her for the way she loves him, and she becomes depressed. She would then refuse to eat and drink, only stare at him fondly. Other Greek gods felt sorry for her. They turned her into a sunflower, a kinder way for her to continue doing what she loved, rather than remaining depressed. It is said that the reason for which sunflowers follow the path of the sun is because of Clyte, the sunflower who always looked towards Apollo, the god of the sun. And if you all could see here, it might be a little bright. That's just my painting. So, thank you. That's it.
Love sunflower. Everybody give it up for Luz.
Yeah!
Keep going. Keep painting.
Yeah!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moo cows.
Chris, where have you brought us?
I haven't brought us anywhere, but Zoom brought us to the farm.
Whose farm?
Yeah, this is the farm. And this is pens and paper. Paper's more shy than pens. Okay. Don't get too close. They like to lick you. They're so cute.
How cute are they?
Yeah, they're cuter than big dogs.
They're a lot bigger than dogs.
Yes. Well, depends on how big your dog is. How big's your dog?
Do they bark when the mailman comes?
No.
No.
No, but they do get worried when the trailer comes to take them to auction. They get really nervous then. Yeah.
Do you eat those cows too?
No. Oh, no. We send them off to a happy place where they find their soulmates and they make babies forever.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Okay. Speaking of soulmates,
hey, that's more than I can say for me.
Charles Weber is back. Not your soulmate.
Is it time for a joke?
Zoom has a soulmate. It's Charles Weber is back. I think so, right? It's Charles. Put your hands together for Charles. Yeah. Yeah, Charles.
Hello and thank you. I just have a short little ditty to play, and it's I have to tell you about the title. The title of this is Don the OBA. It comes from when I was in the Navy. We had to fight fires on ships sometimes, and so there was this thing called the oxygenated breathing apparatus, and it was a mask that you wore. And so when you wore this mask, you were donning the OBA, and it goes like this.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Yay, Charles! Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Excellent. Oh, there you are.
Mute me.
Oh, I know where this is.
Where are we now? Where are we? Where are we? What's happening?
I recognize this place. This is the attic in one of the gables in the House of Seven. No, it's one of the seven of Gable's house. No, it's the attic of the House of Seven Gables. There are seven gables on this house. And this is the attic. And it's a book about seven gables. There was Clark Gable, and there was, no, I'm sorry.
That's the wrong, yeah.
That's the wrong Gables. Good.
I'm a little lost in your attic, Chris. Can
Do you have a joke?
Oh gosh, I've got plenty.
Find another one.
Okay, let's see. How do you mend a jack-o'-lantern?
How do you mend a jack-o'-lantern? I don't know. How do you mend a jack-o'-lantern?
This sounds so good. It's so good. Are you ready? With a pumpkin patch.
With a pumpkin. Oh, with a patch on a pumpkin patch. Pumpkin patch. That's too funny.
Oh my God. Hey, guess what?
What?
I think Sue's going to introduce the next one.
Sue.
I am. Was there somebody before me? Ian?
Sue Mock is here.
Is she? There's somebody before Sue.
Oh yeah.
That's not what.
There's two people.
Are we going off script right now? Because that's not what I'm reading.
No, I have Kai. Right? Isn't Kai here? Is it? Don't we have Kai?
I'm easy. I'm like Sunday morning, man. I'll just do whatever.
No, we do not have Kai.
Oh, darn it. I think we left her at Fenway Park.
I think
How
Ian.
about Ian?
Ian Underwood will be next.
Do you want me to introduce Sue?
Yes.
I don't know.
I can do that. I know Sumak. Sue's bringing her bruised husband. Oh no, her husband Bruce. Actually, I think is with her. Put your hands together, please, and welcome Sumak and her husband Bruce.
Wait a minute. Isn't Ian supposed to go first before me? Was that right?
Yes. Well,
Yes. Yes, he is.
oh well, I'm so. Never mind.
I was just going by the program that I saw, but you know.
Is Ian here? Does Ian have a husband named Bruce?
I do not.
Is Ian in the house? We want to know because we really want to hear what he's got to show. Ian, are you there? Is it you with the white big face?
Ian.
I wouldn't want to cross Ian right now. I think we should just let him do his thing.
Do it. Do it.
Ian Underwood.
Hello. I got something to share today. Recently, I made a small couple, like 3-song and EP of some Halloween themed songs. I've been working on it for a really long time, and I made a little animation trailer that's about a minute to go along with it. So I thought that would fit. And yeah, let's see. Here it is. Yes, there it is.
To the beat.
And that's that.
Yay!
Ian, did you make the music too?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Can we hear it again?
Again? I can play it again.
Play it exactly the same way. It's Zoom.
All right. Here we go again. We
Go!
Got an encore. Yeah.
Yeah.
My music name is Walrus. The EP name is Ookie, as in Spooky Ookie. And here's the puppet from the video.
Yay!
That was awesome. I like the track a lot.
Thanks.
Ian Underwood. Underwood means he could be in a coffin. Underwood.
That was really good. I love that one, Chris. That was my favorite one so far.
Yeah, okay. Look, wispy clouds.
I know, aren't those pretty?
These are very pretty.
I feel like I'm in the desert right now.
Yeah, I feel like maybe there should be like some poetry or something with this kind of wispy clouds.
I think so too.
Yeah. Now I think Sumac and her bruised husband, oh no, Bruce, her husband, I think are here to share something with us. I thought it was poetry. Maybe it's the not rhyming poetry. Maybe that's, I don't know. I remember before COVID when poetry rhymed.
Pre-COVID days.
Yeah, but it doesn't, unless you got one more joke before we turn it over.
Oh, I totally do. I got like tons of them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one. This one's so good. Wait, I gotta wipe my nose for this one.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
What is in a ghost's nose?
I think you just wiped it out of yours.
There's so many more.
It couldn't possibly be boogers, could it? Is it boogers?
No boogers.
That's really lame.
Hey, we're just having some good, clean fun here.
We're having good, clean fun.
Sue, are you ready?
I am ready. I don't know if I can follow all this, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay.
Sue and Bruce.
And Bruce. So I'm Sumac. I teach in the English department, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of a piece I've been working on. It's not like super ghoulish scary, but it's a bit of a scary. Well, I'll just explain a little bit. In the play Winter's Tale, Shakespeare's Winter's Tale, this is a piece I'm working on called Madonna and the Cat, and it's going to be, there's a radio play of it for Fertile Ground Festival coming up in the winter. And in Shakespeare's play Winter's Tale, if you know the story, there's a king, a jealous King Leontes. He becomes very jealous because he thinks his best friend, King Polixenes, is having an affair with his wife, and it's not true, but he becomes insanely jealous. So he puts his wife on public trial. He also becomes so enraged that his kind of sickly young son becomes heartbroken and dies. His wife is 9 months pregnant. He throws her into prison, puts her on trial, and they have this big trial, and they go to Apollo because it's a pre-Christian world, and they seek to Apollo. He says, I'm going to put my wife on trial. I'm going to ask Apollo whether or not she's innocent or guilty, and we'll go from there. So they send out an oracle. People come back and they say, you know, Leontes is a jealous tyrant. Your wife is innocent, and Leontes will have no heirs until that which is lost is found. And then his wife proceeds to die. And though she did have the baby before this, the baby gets sent off into the woods by a gentleman by the name of Antigonus. And so the baby gets sent off because, and Leontes thinks at the end of the trial that his wife is dead because she drops over, and the baby is dead because she's been sent off into the wilderness. Well, it turns out that his wife is actually alive, and she's sequestered off for 16 years to live with her best friend. And then the baby is raised by shepherds. And the man who drops the Perdita, the little baby, off, is consumed by a bear. And the most famous stage direction, and Shakespeare didn't write many of them, the most famous Shakespearean stage direction is exit pursued by a bear. So in my play, the bear has some agency, and this is one of his speeches. My husband is an actor, and he's going to read it for you. All right, I'm going to move and let him have the chair. And this is Bruce. He is not bruised.
Okay. I did not pursue the man. He woke me up from a dead winter's sleep. Bears don't pursue. He trespassed through my critical area. Every bear's got one. woke me up before it was time to wake up. And I don't know, I would have behaved more nobly, especially considering the man left a noble's kid, who I might have passed over for the wolves to take care of if I wanted to. But see, the man assumed I would dine on the baby. So he started waving his arms and running, asshole. I suppose I could have just walked away, but everything was off. I'm pretty much accepting of everybody most of the time. You want to wear your cap and your feathers? Who am I to say? But what irks me is that loser probably couldn't survive 5 minutes in the woods. Thinks he could just waltz on in here, drop a baby when it's not his critical area. Still, I devoured him. Just went for the limbs like you would for a turkey leg. It's not necessarily my style. But I'm here to tell you something bigger than me was urging me on. I have an acute awareness that I am a mere puppet in a larger existential scheme. And now I'm relegated to a stupid effing stage direction. You know how humiliating this is? I don't pursue. I defend what's mine. Couple of cubs in the cave up a ways. They're not mine per se, but I see their mom from time to time. Hey, so what? Still, it was something bigger made me do it. And the sky. You should have seen it. It was like a shroud, it was. But then these streaks alike, cutting through like veins, and the sea rose up like a giant hand. And yes, there's a seacoast in Bohemia. Get over it. So, I'm asking you not to judge me. I'm only human. No, I'm a bear. Ursa effing Major. And I would like you to respect my dignity and perhaps join me in my quest to remove the word pursue from subsequent editions of the text of this tale. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Anyway,
That's all I got.
Sue, gonna say something else? Say something else.
No, I'm done.
Say something else.
I got nothing.
Say something else.
Something. I don't know.
Something else.
You know any jokes?
Just say something else.
Something else.
There we go.
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah.
Chris,
Hello?
Chris, where are we? Where did Zoom?
I just wanted to know, Sue, do you know where rump roasts come from?
I do not know where rump roast come from.
I'm waiting till we get back.
His-
Yeah, they come from here.
Oh. That's it? That's all.
All right. They told me I couldn't use any bad words.
I know, it's really hard, right?
Yeah, I can't. Don't use any bad words.
Ladies and
Speaking
gentlemen.
of bad words, no. Speaking of not bad words or rump roasts, please donate to our cause.
Donate to our art cause. And if you do, I'll go upside down. Ready? Woo! You know you want to give us all your money.
Yeah.
You know you want to make a donation to the Cultural Arts Committee. Woohoo!
I'm not sure if they can see you. Can you see her? Or all you do? Are we only seeing the poster?
I don't know. Okay, I should probably get back and behave myself now.
Why start now?
I know, right?
Don't start now.
Chris, I gotta tell you, I'm running out of outfits here. I'm not sure like what to do next. Maybe we'll just.
You're not running out of outfits. There's no out of outfits. There's no out in outfits. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
You don't make sense, but that's.
There's no crying in outfits. Wait, no. There's no outs in baseball. No, wait. Something in the. Okay, I think we're waiting for Chris. The other Chris.
Is it time for a song? Are we bluffing right now?
Chris is ready to go.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, Chris is ready to go. Yeah.
Give it up for Chris.
All right, thanks everybody.
Chris Drager. Yeah.
Chris.
Woohoo!
So here's a song I wrote actually before the pandemic, but it fits the pandemic pretty well. It's called Ghost Now. I wanna feel something more than I do. Somewhere I see less pain than I do. I wanted to think more and talk to you, but now you're gone and nothing is true. I'm a ghost now. You can feel me here, but I'm nowhere around. This is a ghost town. Nothing's here and nothing comes around. I cannot talk, I cannot heal. I have no substance, I might not be real. I try to sing, but the silence drowns me out. I'm free, but only the mill about. I'm a ghost town. In a ghost town, I hear a cry, but there's no one around. This is a ghost town. You can feel me here and I'm nowhere around. I am a ghost town. Nothing's here and nothing comes around. I wanna do, but I cannot touch. I wanna be, but just enough. I wanna hear, but there is no sound. No scraping of cleats on the pitcher's mound. I am a ghost now. You can feel me here and I'm nowhere around. This is a ghost town. Nothing's here and nothing comes around. Thank you.
Yay!
I didn't know that you were a singer guitarist. Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Awesome. Nice job, Chris.
All these crossover faculty with all these talents.
Nice name, Chris. Nice name. Thank you. Yeah, I know Chris
Kathleen.
crossover too with his watercolors as well as.
Oh, stop.
Hey, Chris.
COVID thing. This Kathleen, one more joke.
Oh, only one?
Yeah, and then we've got thank yous to do.
Okay. Hold on.
You tell a joke.
I'm trying. Hold on. Let's see.
The best one.
Okay, hold on. Gosh, you're pressuring me. What does Bigfoot say when he asks for candy?
What does Bigfoot say when he asks for candy?
Trick or feet.
Big,
Where did ghosts buy their Halloween candy?
Where?
At the ghostery store. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating?
Why?
Because they have no body to go with.
Do you want to read the whole book? You read the whole book.
I do when I have insomnia.
Don't forget to donate. And
Chris,
can you play a song while I read some thank you?
I just want to say that I've had a really nice journey with you today, and it's just been really special. And we've all really been cooped up, and it's been really kind of hard lately. We've had some fires, and there's been a lot of smoke, and there's like this pandemic going on, and everything just seems kind of crazy.
Okay.
I really love you. And
Okay.
I'm so grateful, and I just thank you so much.
It's in my contract to say I love you too.
Have you got some thank yous to say, Chris?
We got some thank yous. First of all, thank you to all of our art screamers today. Please put your hands together one more time for our art screamers. Good. And if you were a screamer, then scream and art at the same time. Okay. Thank you so much for everybody's hard work and help, especially Amy Cauliflower.
Oh my God, she ripped it! Woo!
And Jennifer Jetsons and the Cultural Art Committee and James and Lars and Brian and Sue and Chris. That's me, not the other Chris. And Kathleen, that's always you.
He always wears more makeup than me. I just want everyone to remember that.
And a special thank you to Dr. Tim Cook, because without him, we would have done this anyway.
Thank you for supporting the arts.
Thank you for being a supporter of the arts. We couldn't do this without you. And in marketing, Lori Hall and Kim Crane and Jennifer Janelle Vader, and especially with the foundation, Sarah Deer or Dear Sarah, depending on whether or not you're writing an email. Okay. Happy Halloween to everybody, for goodness sakes, and Hallow-Zoom away, and look for the Cultural Arts Committee in the Zoom future. We're so glad to have been here. Until next time, hang in there, because the COVID will be with us until the virus will be with us until at least next Thursday. Ah! Yay! Mic drop.